What's up, everybody in the land of YouTube? This is Rinjin. I'm bringing to you guys a video for Titanfall. We got update number 6 that hit us yesterday, and I do want to apologize because yesterday I did upload a YouTube stream, and I was commentating on it throughout the entirety and kind of giving you guys some raw input, and the whole thing was a complete clusterfuck. And I do apologize because once I checked it this afternoon, I realized that the footage was extremely choppy, so it turned what was maybe 45 minutes into fucking like 5 hours of So, you know, to say the least, I got a ton of dislikes. Actually, it was only 2, but still, it feels like 1,000. But hopefully this one will be a lot better. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some actual Titanfall footage, and this is going to be the 8v8 pilot skirmish, which I had a fucking blast with. The new Titanfall skirmish is pretty awesome. It's probably one of my new favorite game types besides Last Titan Standing and which one is my other one? Well, Hardpoint's a given, but Mark for Death is actually pretty cool. I do kind of, that is one of my favorite game types. Kind of keeps you on your toes. You get that anticipation like, oh my god, you know, I'm going to be the next one to, you know, to be tagged. So it's pretty cool. So along with the update 6, we're going to talk about some of the features, optimizations, things like that come along with it. So we all know Pilot Skirmish, brand new. It's a really cool mode, 8v8. There's no AI, no Titans. So you don't have any you don't have any specters walking around, no grunts, anything like that. So Mark for Death is now out of beta, and it's a permanent game mode. That one's awesome. I didn't see, I mean, I pretty much saw that coming. I didn't think that that game mode was gonna go anywhere. Now, what they also did was they added some modes for colorblind Titan pilots. There are 3 colorblind options. These names are a little weird, so if I fuck these up, I do apologize. Hopefully someone will correct me, but it's Protanopia, Deuternopia, and Tritonopia have been added. They affect the IFF glows, the crosshair colors, and names above the heads. Another thing that changed, which was so fucking cool, is the black market. So now in the black market, they have what are called the daily deals. Cool thing is these daily deals are pretty much random. Everything's random, but the price is a lot higher because you're buying your cards at an individual price. The thing is that there's a rare card, and we'll get into that a little bit later. I'll talk about that in another minute. But cool thing is that if you guys are prone to having like a certain card, maybe you like the unlimited satchels, maybe you like amped vortex, you know, who knows. But if your card shows up, you can go ahead and purchase it. Now, the thing is, though, is that if you do not purchase that card right away, the stack does change constantly, so there is a chance that you could be losing out on that card. So just, you know, keep an open mind that if that's the case, you might want to go ahead and purchase the card that you guys see. Now, this is due to the fact that everybody's going to end up buying all the insignias. People are tired of buying, you know, specific burn packs. And everybody has a ton of credits left over. So you know, this is kind of well needed to help everybody spend those additional credits that they have. Excuse me, guys. I do apologize. I've been getting over a cough. So that's something new, something cool, something I really think adds a little bit of refresh to the game, especially with the burn card market. Really opens it up. You know, really kind of gives everybody that edge, that chance, you know, to get that one card that they like. You know, gives the opportunity to, instead of buying a whole pack looking for one card, that, hey, maybe in the randomized section, all of a sudden your card might pop up. So another thing is Roll the Dice. It's a new ultra rare burn card that you guys can purchase. Now, what this card does is it gives you the ability to tap into your entire deck from inside a match. So if there's a burn card that you won, you use that Roll the Dice card, and you will have all of the cards available for your choosing. You can choose one card out of your full deck, which is pretty awesome because there might have been a round and all of a sudden you're stuck with one card, but you meant to change it. But luckily you have this Roll the Dice card. Hey, that kind of thing will come in handy. Keep in mind, it is a rare card and it's super expensive. Now, the thing is, though, the price depends upon what gen you are. I was a Gen 4, and the card went for about 40,000 plus. Other Jesus has that card. He's now a Gen 9. When he purchased that card, he paid over 70,000. So keep in mind that depending on whatever gen you are, it does play a key factor in the pricing of the card. So keep that in mind. Another thing is there's a brand new burn card autofill. So if you're like me and tend to forget sometimes after the match is over, you've used your burn cards and you want to go ahead and restock, this basically gives you the ability to at least get 3 refills automatically between each round or whenever you tend to use your card. So if you're someone like me who forgets sometimes and, you know, at least want that backup feature, because who knows, there may be a card that you do want, you forget to put it on there, and because you have the automatic refill check, that card gets put into your stack. It gets updated. So you never know. It could work out in your favor. But that option's there. So another thing is for people who join late in the game. So people who are joining late in the game are no longer penalized. So if you want to join the match and it's, let's say, halfway over, the team is not winning and they lose, it will not be counted as a loss on your record. So this kind of helps people feel better about joining matches that are already in progress, so they don't feel like they're being cheated, because we all know we've all been there. One of the other thing is matchmaking. So from what I hear, it's going to be faster searching, improved team balancing, increasing the likelihood of being in a full game, as opposed to having, like, 2v4, 6-on-3, 1v5, shit like that. We won't have to succumb to that as much. Now, keep in mind, guys, with these updates, there's still going to be those, tendencies where all of a sudden it may not be able to, because it does put you in a game, so you might get the short end of the stick. But I do think, because of the fact that they optimized the matchmaking, that's another reason why they made sure that if you joined a game late, or if you're in a situation like this where, let's say, you joined a team and you're the second person and the other team already has 4 people, that you're not penalized, and they pretty much give you guys the benefit of the doubt. So really awesome. Ready to go, Respawn. The other thing is the score is now shown in the center of the screen at the end of each Last Titan Standing round. So that's pretty awesome. Another thing is that's really cool. When you're in Last Titan Standing, if a Titan goes down and the pilot ejects, you will now see an icon of the remaining pilots that are also available. So any other pilots on the opposing team that are still around, let's say you've killed let's say you've killed 2 Titans, and 1 pilot out of those 2 Titans was able to eject, you'll see 1 pilot figure alongside however many remaining Titans are still on the map. So that's really awesome to give you guys a heads up. If you got some fire and you're like, oh my god, where's this firing coming from? When you guys look, you're like, oh wait, there's a pilot still circulating the map. At least you guys know, everybody knows. So it's really cool to give everybody a heads up. Gameplay changes. Titans no longer show up on the mini-map when they dash. So whenever you dash, you don't show up. It doesn't, raise any alarms, which is pretty cool. It'll still make for a good stealthy type match. You can, flank a little bit better is how I like to see it. So they took that out, maybe to add a little bit more strategic feature, kind of make it a little bit more interesting. The Atlas and Strider melee damage values have been switched to mirror their original design intent, which, I don't know, we'll figure that one out. The Titan melee damage order is now Strider, Atlas, Ogre, from least damage to most damage. This is also consistent with their hierarchy of damage for the Big Punch mod. So, the Ogre being so heavy and big, of course, is going to do the most damage. So now with the Big Punch mod, that'll go ahead and match it as well. Now, to stem the influx of burn cards at higher levels, the bonus XP to credit conversion rate for max level players has been adjusted. So I'm thinking for Gen 10s, this pretty much pertains to them. I'm nowhere near that, so I don't have to worry about it. Now, as part of a pan-galactic stimulus package, credits for selling rare burn cards have been increased from 200 to 400. So we don't have to worry about, selling cards and feeling like, damn, I'm getting rid of this rare card for only 200. Now you're giving a little bit more, twice the amount, 400, not bad. It's up to you if you want to sell those cards, though. Now, there are some bug fixes. This is on all platforms. So for the marketplace, they slightly reduced the chance to get rare cards in the standard pack. But they've also increased the number of rare cards in the premium pack from 4 to 5. So they've given you an additional card and will also increase the number of the rare cards. So pretty much pushing you guys to just buy the premium pack because they're going to be a little bit more worth it, but at the same time they are more expensive. So you guys don't have to be wasting your money buying, tons of standard packs. The other thing is the Auto Titan Vortex effect should no longer orient incorrectly. Which is awesome. I know I had some trouble with that in the past, so that'll be something nice to come across. Another thing is grenades should now be better at predicting their movement at a high frame rate. They've also fixed a rare crash bug on Demeter in the campaign mode. So I don't know a lot of people that are still playing campaign mode, but if you're one of them, hey, guess what? They went ahead and fixed this bug, so power to you. Now all these bug fixes are strictly on all platforms. So we got PC and Xbox One. Now these fixes that I'm about to talk about are strictly Xbox One. So they fixed an issue where a user couldn't sign into Titanfall if there was a second account on the system which has access to Titanfall downloadable content when the first user doesn't. So I'm sure there's a whole lot of mix up. You got, multiple accounts on one Xbox, roommates. One person has the DLC, the other one doesn't. I could see how it caused some confusion, but you know what? They nipped that in the bud. So another thing they did is they fixed incorrect leave game dialogue behavior when in the party. That's something that's definitely going to come in handy. Another thing is connecting to the smart glass device on the X1 while Titanfall is running and should no longer cause a crash. I have yet to experience that. I have smart glass without that problem, and the Titan OS no longer says that you are being attacked by an enemy pilot when you are inside an enemy dome shield. So, little fixes like that can go a long way. I know what they're going to be introducing coming soon for a future update is going to be the Wingman Last Titan Standing. So that's going to be a really cool addition. I know we're all excited to have new game modes and things like that. But on a side note, I was going ahead and reading some news today, and today it turns out that because of the update 6, it has caused an endless searching bug. So from what I gather, it says that there's an unforeseen glitch as many users are reporting that they are now stuck on an endless looping of searching when they're trying to find a match. So supposedly Respawn Entertainment's aware of this, so if you find this happening when you guys are searching for a match and it seems to be going on forever, it is a small little glitch. They're going to work on it, so don't fret. Everything's going to be cool. So this is pretty much all the changes that have gone on for the update 6. I want you guys to enjoy some of the footage of me playing some 8v8. If you guys have any comments or questions, please list them below. I'll be glad to address them. I know I haven't made a video in quite a while, but I have been really busy with work. But I do hope you guys enjoy this. This is Rinjin. I'm signing out. And remember, guys, long live dial-up.